I get in a car and I'm comforted by its simplicity and knowing exactly what to expect. Beside me is a 2023 Toyota Camry Hybrid. The simplicity of this sedan is one of the reasons that it would make a great family car, and also why it would easily be a great second car, especially if you've got something that's already bigger like a minivan or a 3-row SUV. Let's take a closer look. This 2023 Camry Hybrid, like the 2022 models, uses a 2.5-liter engine with electric motors that produce a combined 208 horsepower. The Hybrid boasts pretty impressive fuel numbers too. In combined highway and city driving, it's rated at 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers and has an estimated range of over 900 kilometers, which means you should see awesome savings at the gas station. However, my observed numbers are just above 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which isn't horrible, but the Sienna Hybrid minivan, which is obviously a lot more spacious, has a combined fuel efficiency of 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Just saying. This mid-size hybrid sedan has a starting price of $31,550, which is a bit lower than the base model of the competing Honda Accord Hybrid. This is the mid-level trim called the SE that starts at $34,830, but the Nightshade upgrade is an additional $2,340 and includes black mirror caps and black badging. It all looks sleek if you choose a black paint option, but this white paint really makes those darker spots pop. The bronze alloy wheels are a nice touch and really grabbed my attention when I first saw it. In addition to its unique exterior, the Nightshade option provides drivers with a 9-inch touchscreen, wireless charging, and wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I don't necessarily mind plugging in to use CarPlay, despite many other vehicles offering wireless CarPlay. However, the wireless charger becomes sort of pointless since your phone will be charging through the wire. Unless you have a passenger who needs a quick charge, the wireless charger is unnecessary. But an awesome designer must have thought about that, because you can push the charger out of the way and use the little storage area right below it. Let's jump into the obvious shortcomings of Toyota's infotainment screen. It sucks. We know that already. It's pixely and grainy, and the quality just isn't up to the standard of many other vehicles. But how much does that really matter to you? It's a bit weird to see after being in other new cars, but at the end of the day, Toyota seems to be focused on other things, such as improving its EV offerings and continued reliability. Besides, the basic screen is so much less distracting than some of the fancy schmancy ones. The climate control buttons are intuitive and normal. It's not trying to be cooler than it needs to be, it's just doing its job, and it's doing it well. One thing I love about the Camry is that it feels sturdy and safe. Some cars have a really fast pickup, and the slightest touch of the brakes jerks you forward, which could be a good thing depending on the driver and the vehicle. I wouldn't call the Camry slow to pick up, nor would I say the brakes feel stiff, but it's a really good balance of being somewhere in between too quick and too stiff. The driver's seat is really comfortable. However, when it comes to the Camry, I've generally been more used to sitting in the front passenger seat. Quick story, when I first met my husband, he was driving a 1998 Toyota Camry. In fact, it was in that car that I told him I was pregnant. I've always remembered his Camry to be larger than life and feeling like it took up far too much space on the road. Despite this Camry gaining a few inches in height and length over the last 25 years, I don't feel like this 2023 Camry is as big as his older one. Granted, 3 kids will definitely make you feel like you have limited space at all times, and maybe we've just outgrown the Camry as a family of 5. That said, that doesn't mean that it couldn't be an awesome second car, you know, for those times when I don't need to lug all 3 of them around. If required, it does fit my 3 car seats just the same as a smaller SUV would. It's tight but doable. In fact, it was easier to fit my 3 young kids into the Camry than it was in many of the smaller SUVs such as the Nissan Kicks and Toyota Corolla Cross. Sure, SUVs are popular, but I'd pick this sedan as my second car over any of the smaller SUVs. Moving to the back, there's a ton of space in the trunk. I love a cargo net, especially to stop a watermelon from rolling around, or anything in general that doesn't need to be sliding around with every turn. This one is thin but stretchy and works great for its purpose. The trunk easily fits this 3-piece Haze suitcase set, meaning a Costco trip shouldn't be a problem. The simplicity of this sedan is one of the reasons it's a great family car and would also make a great second car, assuming you already have something bigger, like a minivan or 3-row SUV. If you're looking for a backup camera that's in high definition, this probably isn't the car for you. Regardless, the 2023 Toyota Camry Hybrid is a great option for anyone looking in this segment. I'd recommend it, and I'd consider test driving it, especially before looking towards the SUVs like most people will. For Driving.ca, I'm Renita Narain. For more news and reviews, check out Driving.ca or check us out on social media on Instagram or Twitter.